Hey, it's time for a quick update on my day one activities. Only about halfway through for the day, but I wanted to let you know what it feels like to truly commit to a dream. It's not always how fast you get things done, but it's the follow through and the sense that you have a sense of completion. And I started writing this novel 12 years ago. For those of you that are new to this story, about 12 years ago, I made the choice to just start writing. I had all this time in between my kids running from sports activities to friends' houses, sitting in my car a lot, as I'm sure many parents know that moment of time, and I began to realize I needed to do something productive. Now, the funny part is, this is back in the time when we didn't have our smartphones that we now spend so much of our time just sitting online in between things. And one of the points that I want to bring forward in this is realizing that I just took a laptop. I had no Wi-Fi. We didn't even have Wi-Fi back then. And I just started typing and typing and typing. I really didn't even know what I was going to do with it, where it was going to go, or what the reason I was typing this out. And before I knew it, I was at over 300 pages. And I felt complete. I felt like I had shared a story. I used some personal experiences. I used stories from other situations. I used my own inspiration. And a lot of it honestly just kind of flowed right out of me that when I read it again, I was kind of shocked that I actually typed that. So the lovely, wonderful novel I wrote so long ago kind of got forgotten. Life changed. Situations were different. I moved 5 times. And then one day in the middle of a movie, the thought popped back in my mind. I feel like it was a little angel wink reminding me, you have a book you forgot about? And I honestly was amazed. I really did forget about it. Completely left my memory. And it does make me think about how many things we've started, not completed, or, is our great story going to be gone and we'll be dead and not even have shared it? I mean, that's kind of a harsh reality, but what is it about life that we seem to think it's okay to keep putting off our own dreams? Well, about a year ago, I got the book out of the laptop that was very dead with some professional help and awesome assistance from my assistant, and started looking at it and got a little emotional because it really held a lot of my dreams and hopes that I kind of put away. So I hired an amazing gal to type and edit and make sure that there weren't a bunch of holes and gaps because I had really just let it flow. I didn't overanalyze and pre-think the story out. She did magic to it. Now, here I am, almost a year later, finally taking the time and enjoying really a spontaneous trip. All of a sudden, I had the ability to make a trip happen. I jumped on and scheduled a flight to New York City. Mind you, I live in Portland, Oregon, and I have a friend that lives in New York City, and he's always offered for me to stay at his place. And so I was like, 2 and 2 together. I get so much energy being in New York City. It's just where my heart beats better, my rhythm of my day. People move at the pace I like to move. I love power walking. I love people watching. I love that every turn you go on, you're around somebody that's a huge dreamer, a big believer, and somebody who genuinely wants more out of life. You can't live in New York if you don't have big dreams and being willing to work hard for it. It's just too expensive and too crazy. So the opportunity for me to spend a week here, and now that my business is virtual, I'm still taking care of my clients. I'm just in a different time zone and a different zip code, but the support is still there. So I'm starting my mornings off, taking care of clients, fitting in the appointments as needed, and I'm now able to sit in this beautiful, gorgeous apartment overlooking the city. He has an end unit, so I get to see the city from 3 sides at the 39th floor. Talk about living a beautiful dream, even if it is borrowing somebody else's space. What I want from you, though, is to find out, what are your dreams? What have you been putting off? What have you got hidden away for many years that deserves to come out? What would be lost if all of a sudden you were no longer able to share your story? I want you to take a moment, think about it, message me, let me know, put it below this video, add it to our message board, whatever it is. I want to hold you accountable. People have motivated, inspired me, and told me I need to get this book done. I need to share it with the public, and that's pretty scary, even the thought of sharing it out loud. But I need to know I've done everything I can. I need to be vulnerable and raw and open myself up to the possibilities, because I'm believing and feeling that this is just the beginning. I've only gotten through the first 2 chapters of editing, and they're flowing like great magic coming together. And it's just day 1, and I've still got the rest of today to go. So I know I've got some magic brewing. What are you doing to make your magic happen? Send me a thumbs up, send me a comment. I want all the support and encouragement possible because obviously I need that to get this done. But I also want to know where your dreams are at. Let me know how I can best support you. This is Jacqueline with Awaken Your Future. Let's wake up together on this journey of success.